What's up, everyone? We're gonna do another entry. So we've been filming a few of these entries. So we have a playlist just for this choke we're showing. Okuri-Eri-Jime. Just check it out on the YouTube channel. We have a playlist kind of for every category of things we're training, right? So this is a great attack that we use from variations of back control, okay? So where we're gonna wanna put our opponent on this one is on their side facing away from us. We always refer to that here at our academy as rear side control or rear side mount, right? So if he's in turtle, a lot of people will kind of push and pull like this to break someone over and take their back, okay? Here's the thing, if you're having a hard time taking the back, I like the strategy of breaking you over to side control, right? It's very hard to stand up if you're on your hip versus if you're here. Okay, so it limits his ability to be able to get back to the feet. So while this pulling the hip can be good, okay, a stronger option is to take our elbow and nestle it in his hip over here, okay? Now I'm not pulling directly sideways. I'm gonna pull and break him over so he collapses over this side of his calf and ankle here. It's the same action when you do a lot of sweeps to people, like a sit-up sweep from guard, for example. Okay, so here, use your elbow to drag him over onto his side, and we can immediately go into a lapel grip. All right, there's many submissions we can do from right here. And again, we're looking at one in particular, the Okuri-Eri-Jime. So he's turtle, head this way. So guys, it is a problem to try and get this. So I like to have some preset ways I'm gonna get that without him being able to see it coming, defend with his hands as much. We talked in previous instances about if we force his hands onto the mat in a transition, good. With this one, I'm pulling him towards me and I'm just looking to get this as he's falling. Okay, so here, not messing with the lapels or anything before this, elbow in, I break him over and I'm already in there, okay? Now, finishing mechanics. Interesting on this, like I've done this with Hickson, and he shows us a few, a couple of ways, and worked this with a couple of his black belts. And it's like about down pressure with this second hand in this position. Okay, so we think it should be pulling this way, right? But we're gonna punch it down, okay? That's gonna take slack out of the lapel, and it's gonna enhance what's going on here. Now, common missing principle that people don't add to this is, see this left elbow, how I'm flapping it like a wing here? It's because it's not connected, okay? So think if that's connected, right? Now, I'm punching down with that bottom. I'm just slowly raising up, taking this choking hand elbow to my hip, okay? The one that's grabbing across the lapel, okay? So here is another interesting thing. Like, it's been shown it this way. Like, grab any material you can get and punch down, right? It could be sleeve. Just grab material, punch down. I'm adding weight into that hand, okay? Connect on the shoulder here. Here's why I think, and just sit up facing the camera, here's why I think people don't focus on this, right? It's because it's called the sliding lapel choke. A lot of times we're trying to move to the side and things with it. But here's the thing, I can connect and still slide that arm across this trap, okay? So again, I think this is an excellent choke. I think that also white belts, colored belts, especially when I was coming up 15, 20 years ago, like this stuff was elusive. Like, you know, in Arkansas, people were just getting into jiu-jitsu, and like now it's grown over 100 black belts. But there were 3 when I started, right? So things like gi chokes, like we were an MMA gym, and my coach started the gi program after I've been training no gi for like 18 months. So gi chokes came later. And when I was coming up and learning and teaching myself still these chokes, it's like, it took me midway through the colored belts before I started like, okay, I'm choking. It took me to be a brown belt before my gripping had evolved to a point where I could compete and not blow my forearms out. Okay? So here's the thing, these things like connection and distribution of weight and posture, those things make chokes more efficient. They make everything more efficient. So I used to be stressed out coming up, like, oh, more details to add, you know, and you're gonna reach a point where that's not overwhelming, is what I'm saying here, okay? So I look at it this way. The more things I do a little bit of, the less of anything I have to do a lot of, right? So like where a lot of my strangles used to really have a harder squeeze and a lower finish rate, now I barely squeeze. Some of them I don't squeeze at all. It's all just proper positioning, mechanics, using leverage, hanging weight, things like that. So focus on that connection on that top shoulder on this Okuri-Eri-Jime. All right, guys, thank you.